Like, when the challenge started, I was like, sleeping in the side room. Was that because of your, sesame allergy, was it? Like, that's right. I, like, think there were sesame seeds, like, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, like, premonition that it was gonna be totally a seedy day. Yes, indeed.
I see.
Am I the only one who missed that boat here?
Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping?
Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. Do you know the time? Like, maybe a little before 11 a.m.? Something like that, I think. At 11 a.m.? Yeah, like, my stomach is totally ready for, like, food. Food? No, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I meant what time was it when someone came into your room. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, ma'am. My bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why you saw mittens? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? Never mind. Witness about this person who enters the side room. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. Are you absolutely sure? I guess? You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer.
Well, Mr. Wright?
The defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Miney? I hadn't seen her in so long. I was so happy in a sad way. You were happy in a sad way. Yeah, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But maybe if I was someone who didn't know about the call, but I know about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? No. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. There wasn't any reason for me to, think anything was strange. But... Ow! Don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase objection. Could you try using that once in a while?
Mr. Wright. This question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important?
It's very important. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Just like all times.
Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony.
Okay, I'm, totally cool with that. I wasn't, scared at all, and, her costume looked totally, normal. Oh, yeah? So, there was nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance. Yeah, nothing was, weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Is everything okay? Can I, go on? My sister, she, told me something, totally terrible. Something terrible? What was this thing she told you? Huh? Didn't I just, tell you about it? Did you, forget already? A foolish fool with a foolish sieve for a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words. Well, excuse me, princess! Anyway, should I ask to hear the story again? No. I did just hear the story. It's not like my memory is that bad. Actually, the defense is fine and does not need to hear the story again.
Very well. You may continue your testimony, Miss Miney.
I know there has to be something here I can use, but where? She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up, but don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected. Okay. Come on. Could you be more oblivious? That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eni. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. Blood spray. Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it off right at bat. Oh!
Order, Miss Miney. What is the meaning of this? Miss Miney?
I'm thinking, don't interrupt me!
That...
Eep! And what are you stammering about, Your Honor?
Well, that witness...
That witness, her press line did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. I'm sorry, I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony.
If you please.
The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's gonna be. Oh god, more testimonies? Jeez. The side room was kinda dark, you know? So the costume is purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. And then I took my sister to the challenge chamber. You took her there. Okay.
Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood.
You think? Thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness.
The side room was kinda dark, you know? Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions onto this court. That's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Miney's? You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Okay. Can't breathe. Let me out of here. So the costume is purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. You didn't see the blood? Yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at the time as well. That's Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I totally didn't. All I was looking at was her face. Continue. And I persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi at the time? Well, she was totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think she knew. She like said she did something really bad. And like she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi Spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. Okay. And then like I took my sister to the challenge chamber. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix, right? The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the challenge chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, when do you mean? When you... We're going to the crime scene. I'm talking about when you were going to the challenge chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Now what? She's lying. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court.
Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the challenge chamber is all that important?
I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this.
Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony.
Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the challenge chamber. Try to remember that time. Oh, like, I remember. Like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way. I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end. Phoenix. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes his testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. It doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. Alright. There we go. You didn't see anyone? Are you sure about that? Not even little Pearly here? You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the challenge chamber. However, that is impossible. Like, what do you mean? I mean, it's impossible. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting, you have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. The garden? Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have to have seen her. So, Miss Miney, what do you have to say to that? No! As the court can see, she is a bit of an airhead. Also, she was then leading her sister at that time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous. It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What sort of foolish? There is no way someone walking along the winding way could have not noticed Pearl. Because of the broken urn. This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it, that's why.
She broke the urn?
Ew! Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time the challenge started. Ah! And Pearl was the only one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way. Wow! Miss Miney? Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I would have to declare you legally blind. Grr. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar! Oh!
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say.
The one who needs to watch what she's saying is a witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you were really at the time of the murder, of course. So, witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? Your lies end here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there is clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is this contradiction?
In the evidence. The answer is in the court record.
What?
Planning to throw out another irrelevant piece of evidence?
Very well, the court will see this evidence.
Wait, Mia? I don't know what you plan on showing to the court, but I can guarantee you the answer is not there. Just this once, I'll lend you a hand. Now, rethink your answer. Alright.
Mr. Wright, what is your answer?
Arg, okay, time to add another bluff to the pile. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there's clearly a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Where is that contradiction?
Okay. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the challenge chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How... I concede that Miss Faye was the only person in the challenge chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the challenge chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of the winding way. Gah!
But look at the Marrow Guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the challenge chamber, one would have to use a winding way.
Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix, right? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's a chance, Phoenix. Yeah! The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eeny Meeny. So now is the time to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place?
In the channeling chamber. Miss Mean was here, of course.
What? But that's the channeling chamber.
Is that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Mean was at the scene of the crime.
Order! That's why. Mr. Phoenix.
Mr. Phoenix, right, have you lost your mind? Yes, the testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the channeling chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please, explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Inimine was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Behind the folding screen. Here, of course.
Behind the folding screen?
Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to put it on me, Steinball.
Now, Miss Minnie, once so young as you shouldn't be saying,
shut it, Gramps, as if you know exactly how old I am.
I'm sorry.
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this object. She was hiding in the box, right? That's gotta be it. Miss Miney, how you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ah! The tiny little box. No person can fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Laura disproved you when she was hiding from me, innit? But that closing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That closing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Red? Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime?
Yes. And now I present a piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Oh yeah, because it has a bullet hole in it, and so does the folding screen. There you go. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This is... what on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole! About 8 inches off the ground!
A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have you heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill that Gray. Ah!
Order! So what you are saying?
Then, Mr. Phoenix, right? What about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Miney? That's exactly what I'm saying. Miss Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as my FA.
To masquerade as my FA?
She had a plan from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop! I can't stand to listen any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix writes, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness can move the clothing box to the scene of the crime, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled to see the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself. You're right. It really is impossible for one person to do all that preparation, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait! Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? You can't be serious. Miss Miney, you had an accomplice. Grr, this person? If it wasn't someone from Crayon Village, you couldn't have gotten to the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have that box to use. Morgan Fey?
Is that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? Grr! Grr! You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands! You're a murderer! Do you deny it? I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and...
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room.
Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the challenge chamber. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out.
Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry before there are more victims here. Well, what is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind this murder. Ha. Ha 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 ha.
Who is that? Laughing at a time like this.
Ack! Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time?
Miss Von Karma, surely...
Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, that's, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eeny Meeny want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Motive? That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason why you want Dr. Gray dead is this. It's gotta be this, right? The accident. Ha! Just as I thought. You bar me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say that I want to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
Senile stupid Gramps. I'm, going to explain, so, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see... Ouch! Pathetic Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your Aunt Siri. The end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
So many thoughts, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. No! What happened? I thought I heard her for sure. Heh, see, it's just as I, told you. But I hope you liked your slice of humble pie.
Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Miney.
Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute.
Alright.
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia? Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder, but, you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. It is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Can I? Can I really do this? Yes, I can. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive. Ha ha ha, too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Eek! Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Hey! A Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way!
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We'll continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey, wait a sec here.
To be continued.